Cox from Creation Truth Foundation here. My colleague and I, Bob Dugas, are traveling through the area, and we are in southern Illinois. We're at the Shawnee National Forest area. It covers about 280,000 acres across the whole of southern Illinois. And this particular spot here is a very interesting location. It's called Horseshoe Upheaval. What's neat about this is you can see these layers of rock here made mostly of limestone and chert that has been upheaved, you could say, because of faulting. Now, the interesting explanation for this, according to an evolutionary worldview, is that this is 350 million year old rock that just happens to be sitting up here on top of everything. So, over the course of millions of years, the faulting and other issues kind of pushed this rock layer up here. Notice how it is vertical. You can see all these layers here that are vertical, but it's still sedimentary rock. If this really happened over millions of years with lots of pressure and heat getting this up here through faulting, well, some of this should have turned to metamorphic rock, but it hasn't. For us who believe the biblical worldview, that makes sense because these sedimentary layers would have been laid down one on top of each other during the global flood. And therefore, while it was still wet and still being compressed and all that upheaval was taking place during the flood, we wouldn't be surprised to find formations like this. So it's not a problem for a biblical worldview. The other really interesting thing about this area of Illinois is that according to the Illinois State Geological Society, when they mapped it out, the Jurassic, Triassic, and Permian layers are all missing. That's 146 million years of history that nobody can find here in southern Illinois. So while history continued on the other side of the river in Indiana, nothing happened in Illinois. All the problems that you have when you reject the Bible and God's Word, not only with geology, but also spiritually. And so we need to understand the importance of taking God's Word at face value, believing that it means exactly what it says. Because when we can trust its history for its accuracy, we can also trust its promises for our destiny. I'm Ryan Cox with Creation Truth Foundation. Thanks for tuning in.